City Financial Stadium. One of the great things about the early part of the season, high-profile non-conference games, and that's what we have for you on EA Sports College Football. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Houston Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, Houston's head coach told me right before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Nittany Lions headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take it. He stopped at the 14. Looking for the edge, it's Hughes. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll go to the counter. Got a little grass. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got it run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Quarterback keep. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Off the RPO, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by...
Could be an alley. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And those plays are so deflating for defenses. Up front, defensive lines, you really got to control gaps. You got to stay where you're supposed to be and make sure running backs and ball carriers can't break out, can't use their speed, kind of keep them in a cage. They don't do a good job up front. Big run later. Now the defensive coordinator's yelling, screaming, and not nice things either.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. To the air, it's Beck. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do, starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Pulls and fired complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
There's some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
949 Rockstar. Running inside, it's Hughes. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To throw, it's Henderson. Got it set up on the outside. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Houston wants to play fast.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no.
He's got it.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands.
Caught, and he's got room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Rushes on him. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Hughes. Showing off the arms. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
With all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Houston going up tempo. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wallace. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Finds a little space. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Picks up 4. It's 3rd down.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Back to pass, it's Beck. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeps it on 1st down. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Cougars want to move quickly.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and shooting.
Might have a chance. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that's a 1st down.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so.
Breaks free in the middle. Touchdown, Houston. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
For the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll go to the ground. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime.
21, Penn State.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Running inside, it's Martin. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. At the 35, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Buying some time. And he's out of bounds, just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Making side adjustments here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the comeback is on.
Number 18.
That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 78 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Right. Lily.
Man up, D. Down.
All day.
Ready.
Just like that. Just like that.
Spades.
Let's go.
Let's go, D.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Trying to get outside, it's Hughes. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy had too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This time he's got his man. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10.
I got you, son. Know your job. I got you, son.
On the run, it's Hughes. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Break. Swap.
Go on, come on, D.
Down.
That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's going to run it. Nice move to keep running. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires on the move. He's got it.
The first down pass.
Good start to this drive, and they'll need much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. The run inside. It's Hansen. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
For a 1st down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Dropping back, it's Beck. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Penn State! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Number 25.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Spade Lily.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. Maybe a crease. He's at the 20.
Do what we do what we
Touchdown, Houston. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The Cougars with the immediate response. An impressive run from the back gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house.
Number 49, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they get him down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
3rd down coming.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And those are frustrating. I mean, you throw it to the open guy, you make the right decision, and the big fella, Mr. Reliable, the tight ends, right? Like your security blanket over the middle of the field, just can't come up with the football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Beck. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Wants to throw again. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He's taking a deep shot. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll go right back to the run. There's a crease. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. Houston wants to play fast.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock.
The kick is good.
Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Number 49, set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
Touchdown, Penn State.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They're just going to watch that clock tick down to 0, Jet. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense lining up quickly. Might as well give it to him again. Finding some room. Headed to the end zone. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on a knot.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Just like that.
Shift.
Looking to throw, it's back. Here's the pressure. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone.
Houston, 40. Penn State, 28.